All right, we got another one right here. I've been wanting to do this for a couple days now. Okay, Louisville cop assaults woman on traffic stop. Settlement awarded. Woman issued $50,000 after an officer groped her. Ah, see, we got caught. Like I said, ladies, we got cops getting away with this. Frisky woman groping them, sexually assaulting them. And I just did this a couple days ago about a cop who got a pretty much scot-free raping a 14-year-old teen girl multiple times. Let's get to this.
Let me take you to my first story. A woman has been issued a $50,000 reward. Well, settlement, basically, because an officer groped her in front of her boyfriend. Put up the picture of the cop.
Let's do it. Let's show it right here.
His name is Tyler Gelnet.
Here we go.
Let's go to the video.
Here we go.
This is one time it's
I'll just hold it like this.
Here because of the traffic on Greenwood, okay?
He's back. Wait, okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't care about checking out, do you?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out. Go back there.
So rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and with male officers, it's supposed to be the back of the hand. Yeah. So as soon as he did it
That's
wrong.
the boyfriend.
Ma'am, listen to me. Ma'am, can you turn?
I'm sorry.
No.
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him. That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female. I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
Only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back line.
That is a violation, right?
So that's why as soon as I saw
that is a violation. That's a Fourth Amendment violation right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay.
You know, when you deal with a female with a suspect, when you detain him or she's arrested, you're supposed to have a female officer
It was awkward.
on the scene.
As soon as I saw it, that's why I stopped him. And I want to personally apologize to you, okay?
Yes.
I want to personally apologize.
Okay.
The cop who intervened is a good man.
Good, good on that cop.
That is a good man.
Right there.
He didn't hesitate. And he did not treat them like criminals.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't start being a jerk to them. He said, I apologize. And he was truthful about how the officer was in violation. Now, he was giving the officer the benefit of the doubt and blamed it on training. I do not believe this was his training. I think he was intentionally trying to dehumanize this woman.
Yeah.
Put up the picture of the cop who committed that sexual assault.
Let's show it.
Put his picture up again.
Right there.
This is from the city of Louisville, Kentucky. Tyler Gelnet is his name. The woman's boyfriend had been present for the incident and told the other officer that Gelnet looked dead at me in his face when he did that. So while the cop is doing this to the woman, he's looking at the woman's boyfriend dead in his face. Kaylee Coates was with her boyfriend and family members when she was pulled over by police January 5th, 2019, after turning onto 28th Street from Virginia Avenue. After ordering her out of the vehicle, Officer Gelnet inappropriately placed his hands in her crotch area and then into her underwear.
Whoa!
That's according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed in 2020. It has now just been settled. While the other officer with Gelnet saw what happened to Coates and even apologized, Gelnet saying Gelnet will be punished for his actions under terms of the settlement. The compromise of a doubtful and disputed claim is not an admission of guilt according to documents obtained under the Kentucky Open Records law. They always have a way to be slick. November 2020, Gelnet was charged with official misconduct and drug trafficking. Put up his picture again. Okay?
Yep.
You still think this was an accident? You still think this was about training? This man was corrupt to the core.
Yep.
This cop.
Yeah, and here's another thing about it. You think this was an accident? You think he slipped up? No. Nice try. This guy, that officer, is corrupt from the word go. You know he was doing it on purpose, but he's going to use his badge and his uniform as a power to leviate and make an excuse that he can get away with that. No.
Was charged with official misconduct and drug trafficking. After allegedly seizing marijuana while handling cases, but then giving it to a woman he was in a relationship with, he resigned from the department and he actually pleaded guilty. What a POS.
Yeah, what a POS.
In the Coates case, body camera footage shows Gelnet asking her to get out of a vehicle after the other officer said he smelled marijuana on the passenger. While the passenger in the vehicle admitted he had smoked marijuana early in the day, nothing was found in the car, and they were let go without even a ticket. But she was violated.
And she was.
That cop should have been arrested that day.
You should have been right there on the spot. That's a sex crime.
Illegal.
He did. Now
here's another cop.
Yeah.
Put up his picture.
Give me a second.
According to the report,
Here, check this out.
Abuses authority while on duty. His name is Jonathan Gardner, former Kansas officer who raped a 20-year-old woman several years ago and has recently.
And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, I did a story about a cop that repeatedly raped a 14-year-old girl.
With rape in the first degree, 12 counts of unlawful acts concerning computers, 12 counts of official misconduct, according to the criminal complaint filed by the Douglas County District Attorney's Office. Charges were filed this week by the DA following a 4-month investigation, the details of which are still being kept guarded by officials. A spokesperson for the Kansas Bureau of Investigations, the KBI, said investigators received a call from the Lawrence Police Department on November 1st, 2021 regarding a potentially criminal incident involving one of their officers. The investigators arrived to discover that a woman had come in earlier that day to speak with police about an alleged sexual assault by a police officer almost 5 years prior.
Yeah, I did a story a couple months ago. Well, there was another officer, I think he was a lieutenant. Yeah, he was stalking a woman via social media, following her, leaving message or derogatory messages, leaving sexually explicit messages, and basically said, you will have, no one will have you. You will be mine. You are my slave and my bitch. I was like, whoa.
The woman told the police and later investigators she was raped by Gardner on January 1st, 2017. She also said the cop was on duty at the time of the alleged assault. That's according to KBI. Gardner was fired from the force for a short time after the investigation began. Then earlier this month, the former officer was arrested and charged with rape in the first degree. That's because after the investigation, they found the complaint to have evidence of the actual crime alleged. Now, we have a problem here, don't we?
Yes, we do.
You have to ask the question, why is it that over 40% of police officers self-report that they have engaged in domestic violence and criminal assault in their lives? Self-reported numbers, over 40%, is the highest of any profession. What is the issue here? Is it that policing changes those who connect to the industry, or maybe policing as an industry attracts a certain type of cop?
Good point.
Ms. Tucker, thoughts?
First of all, I want to see Lil Ty, his browser history. BBW, what's going on? Because she thought she was going to get away with that one. I'm so happy that officer intervened when he did.
Yes.
I know we just saw what happened to the officers, you know, who was kicking it with Chauvin and all that. They just went down and got convicted. So he was like, you're not going to get me like that. So I am so glad that he intervened right away and that he communicated with the victim, right? Because we need to acknowledge that she is a victim. So I really do appreciate that. But I do think we also need to look at how we are selecting police officers. It has been a very good old boys club for a very long time. It has been a very selective process, but not appropriately selective. So I'm hoping that all this exposure of how these police officers are just acting out crazy and showing their true colors. Yep. I'm hoping we start really looking into that and taking that into consideration when we choose who will protect and serve our communities.
That's right. And cops need to be under a psychological evaluation every 6 months. That's one protocol that needs to be.
Yeah, as well. And it's good that cop intervened. I seen another story where a cop was questioning. There's a couple, him and another cop was his partner, was intervening to a suspect. Not really, a hardcore suspect, but the cop was demanding this guy do his commands, and the guy was like, he's like, what for? What did I do? What did I do? And what does the cop do? He takes a swing. He pushes him and takes a swing on the guy, and his partner intervenes. Say, hey, you can't be doing that shit, bro. You don't be doing that. Yeah, you intervene, push the cop back. See, there are good cops out there. All right, I'm out here. My job. Peace out.